Hi, welcome back to my channel. This is my experience during CNA clinicals, and this is my backstory for that. So, I finished CNA school around the end of July. In the beginning of August, I started my clinicals at a nursing home, and that's an hour away from where I live. The nursing home, as soon as you go in, you get buzzed into the nursing home, and I had to park on where. Okay, so basically I started my clinicals August, the beginning of August. When you get there, the nursing home that I did my clinicals at didn't really have that many space, so a lot of us was parking on the grass, and we had to wear white shoes, white socks, wear undershirt to cover your tattoos. But at the time, I didn't have this tattoo, so I didn't have to wear undershirt, all white undershirt, long sleeve undershirt. And you have to wear not navy blue, it's this Caribbean blue scrubs. And you have to have your name tag, which they will provide for you when you get to the nursing home, and a secondhand watch. So I had all that. So I drove an hour away, arrived, parked under some trees on the sidewalk, got buzzed inside the building. We sat down, we waited on our instructor. Our instructor handed us our ID. Then we went to the conference room, and she basically went over everything that we had to sign and told us about the floor. We was gonna be shadowing a nurse that already worked there, or a tech that works there. So personally, where we went, they had this big thing about a group before us and having a falling out with the other CNAs. So when we got there, a lot of CNAs did not want us to shadow. Like, them ladies was evil. Let's be for real. They were evil. And I feel like it's because the group before us, you gotta look at it. They fresh CNAs. They still following strictly to the book, strictly the protocol. And some of those CNAs in the in the nursing home don't really do that no more. So they didn't want to be told on. So I understand, but I don't, because if you follow the rules, you wouldn't be having to feel like you shouldn't be scared, to me personally. But I'm gonna leave that alone. So when we got there, we had a lot of hostility. They didn't want us to shadow at all. Luckily, me and the two other girls that I had with this one CNA, because they were supposed to be two in a group, but because we had an extra person, it was 3, and we just happened to pick the third person. So we met our CNA, and luckily she was one of the best ones there. But given the place, it's like, you listen to her, but you don't really listen to her and take this into your career type of thing. So we got there. She introduced us to our nurse, our CNA. I don't know why I keep saying nurse. Our CNA. And then after we introduce them, we comes back to the conference room. Well, with me, as soon as we got introduced to our CNA, one of the patients there wanted to go to the bathroom, and she was apparently blind and had dementia and couldn't really go to her room. So they was like, well, not blind, she just had dementia. I'm thinking about another one. So I don't even know if I should be saying this. But anyway, I had to help her get to the bathroom because they didn't want help. So that was like a red flag for me about this nursing home. Like I said, not all these nursing homes are great. So after I helped the lady to the bathroom and we went back to the conference room, she basically told us what we're supposed to do. blase, blase. And then we left early. The first day was complete. That was it. Just a lot of talking and introducing each other to each other. So the second day I came back, I already knew what my group was. We got our name tagged and we just went straight to our CNA because apparently she was starting her shift. We got in there and the first thing we had to do was give 2 people's baths. And apparently it's like certain people get shower days on certain times. And then she has 12 rooms that she had to herself. So we grabbed the lady, took her to the room, took her to the shower, got her undressed, put her in the shower, washed her body, get her dressed, then put her back in the room. Then we grabbed the second person and did the second thing. And that was it. No more showers. And then we had, after we got the showers, we went around and we changed a few people diapers. And then we learned how to change the diapers and how to flip it under. And after that, after we changed a few diapers, we gave out ice chips, and then we got their meals ready. And got everybody the trays delivered out. We had to deliver out all the trays to our rooms on our side, because the way their nursing home is set up. It's like each hall has like a different set of rooms, and it's like a T, kind of like, yeah, it's a T. So you have this one hall, and this one hall right here, and we just so happen to be on a longer hall, so we had more rooms to give out. So after we gave out their trays and we done wipe a lot of people up, us 3 had to break up, and we each got a person that need to have food fed to them. I'm waiting on the noise to shut up to finish talking, but okay, it don't look like it's not about to happen. So after we each had to feed someone, and after we finished feeding them, we gathered up the trays, we checked to see if someone was wet, we moved a lady from her chair using a Hoyer lift to her bed, we changed her, and then we gave this one lady a bed bath, and then after that we went and met our instructor in the conference room. And excuse the noise, Lord Jesus. It's not. It's gonna be my family home now, so I try to record when my family's not home because they're loud and extra, but whatever. So after we did all that, we met in the conference room. We met our instructor, and then we signed off on what we did today. And then the days after, because it's a 7-week clinical, the 7-day clinical. I don't know why I keep saying 7 week. We went through the whole same process until we got to the end, and then at the end there was stuff that we had to do inside the room, the conference room. Like there was a lot of stuff we had to do by matching, and then she graded off on if we put it in the right order. And yeah, there's a lot of stuff we just did in the room. Like we did the matching in order in the room to get signed off on of, and then we also did our measuring, our urine input and output in the room too. So once we got done with clinicals and we finished our whole 7 days, it was basically just a lot of bed baths, taking people to the shower, giving them showers, changing the diapers, and feeding. That's all we kept doing the whole time at our nursing home. There was no deviation, nothing special. It was just it was like everything was the same, and there was no deviation. There's no difference. So once we finished that, they didn't tell us our results. They sent it to our school, and then we had to wait a week for the school to notify us if we passed or not. But they didn't really notify us. There was this day that we had to come. A week after we finished, there was a day we had to come up to the school. They give us an envelope and they tell us if we pass, and they have a little comment section of what our instructor said about us. And then they give us instruction on how to register for Prison View to take our exam. And they said that we can work on our certificate for 4 months. So that is exactly what I did. I worked on my certificate. I say a month after I got my certificate, I started working. So I went to school. I did this in August. And then in September, the beginning of August, and then the beginning of September, I had a job. And I will tell you about what job I got after. But clinicals is very straightforward. You go there to the facility and you basically just get bed baths. And you change diapers. And then at the very end, the last day, that's when we had to get check off on our vital signs. The very last day. The very last day we got checked off on our vital signs. The one thing that I would suggest is when you see something that's out of the blue, you ask. Because, like, when I first started clinicals, the nursing home that I would have these red trash cans inside of the rooms. And then some doors would have the mask and the protection thing on the door. And then we was going in, and a lot of us was going in and out the rooms, and the nurses and CNAs and stuff didn't tell us what those meant. So one day I had asked the instructor, because I was like, they was about to send me to this room with a red trash can. And I asked the instructor why this room has red trash cans, and they said it was an infection. This person had an infection, and their linens get washed separate from everybody else. I'm like, why wouldn't they tell us? We didn't know if it was contagious or not. We didn't know if it's like hazardous or not. Why was their linens getting washed by themselves and no one would tell us? So be very conscientious of that. Because a lot of, when you go to these nursing homes, because you're basically a student, and if it's not a good one, they won't give you no heads up. Like, one of my CNA friends went into a room where you were supposed to wear a mask, and she didn't know that she was supposed to wear a mask, and that's what that meant. Right now, obviously, I know if you see it hanging, you grab it. Because I thought it was a lot of us just thought it was just like extra space for them. That's where they put the extra space. But actually, it was because this person is contagious. And you're supposed to wear a mask. But they didn't tell us. Like, they didn't notify us of anything. And I think it was because they were trying to keep the people personal situations to themselves and matters to themselves. But at the same time, you're putting us in danger. So just, if you notice little things like that, ask, because it's not a dumb question, and you got to make sure your health is top priority over anything. So that's my only suggestion to you when it comes to clinicals at a nursing home. But besides that, it's very straightforward. It's like no deviations. Like, you can predict your job like that. So if you want to go to nursing homes, I feel like when you take your clinicals, it gives you a good idea if you want to be in a nursing home or not. For me, I already knew after I finished my clinicals, I don't ever want to be in a nursing home. I just don't. So I wish y'all luck with y'all clinicals, and if your experience was basically the same boring experience as mine, and you had to deal with people and nurses being evil and catty and not telling you and informing you and stuff, please leave it a comment and tell me how your experience was.